Welcome to Imagine It down here at Imagination Station, joined once again by Chief Scientist Carl Nelson. And I want to warn you folks, this next segment contains math. It always does, but we don't normally show it. Carl, what are we doing?
Just a little bit of math.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about our high wire cycle. If you've ever been here, you know we have a bike. This is a little model of it. A bicycle on a cable that is 20 feet in the air. And down below, there's a giant weight. And we get two kind of questions about this. One, can I fall off? And the answer is no, because you've got a seatbelt strapping you in place. The second question is, can the bike ever actually tip over and be in this situation? And the answer is no, it can't. The physics that are involved just can't happen. And so we're going to talk about that. So got a little diagram here, a little schematic of what our bike looks like, the system here. And really the heart of this comes down to the center of mass concept. So the center of mass is the single point on this system of rider and weight where we can assume that all the forces are acting on, okay? And in order to find that, there's this simple little formula here that you mentioned. It's sort of like a weighted sum. And if we have a 100-pound fifth grader sitting on the bike, they're about 30 inches above the cable. And the weight down below, 275 pounds, is 60 inches below the cable. And so when you work out where the center of mass is, it turns out to be about negative 36 inches. So it's, it's somewhere down around here.
A little bit down on the cable
yeah,
line
exactly.
here. So it's not so much the weight. I mean, the weight matters. It's a factor, but it's not the factor. It's more the center of mass kind of going on.
And so the question is, how heavy could I be on the bike to actually move the center of mass up to the pivot point? As long as the center of mass is below the pivot, we'll be stable. So 550 pounds up here would make the bike sort of neutrally balanced because the center of mass would be right at the cable.
Anywhere over 550 pounds.
550 pounds. And we don't allow anybody.
Let's say, what's it rated for?
200.
200, okay. Be on the safe side.
So, but that being said, if you do get out there, and it is possible to sort of tip the bike. We don't recommend it. If you do tip the bike, the reason it comes back is because there's a force created by gravity pulling down on the center of mass. That's the subtlety there. People think it's acting on everything. And you can actually break this force down into this plus this. And it's this force that is restoring you. This force acts along the pivot point, and so that doesn't do anything in terms of restoring the angle of the bike. So I thought it'd be interesting, though, to actually strap a cable onto our actual bike and Dan, have you pull on it to see how difficult it is, or if it's even possible, to sort of rotate the bike.
Well, I'm glad you picked the guy with muscles to really demonstrate this experiment.
Well,
here.
we have fifth graders riding this, so that's okay. So go give it a tug.
Whoop.
Yeah, and
I'm bringing it in a little bit.
You got to pull it back a little bit.
So trying to get that.
Now, you are cheating a little bit. You are actually getting in resonance with the bike, and that's something that is going to allow you to tip it a lot more. But if you're just sitting on the bike and trying to shift your weight,
that's going to be a lot more difficult.
It'll be a lot more difficult. Let's both give it a try here. Let's see if we can center it up, and we're making it move, but we'll stop that.
Whoa.
Let's
hit the gate.
We got two people pull.
Yeah, maybe. And when you're on there trying to just do rockin', that's going to be tough to do.
Not going to happen. All because that center of mass is located so far below the cable.
Fantastic.
So
I feel like I got rope burn on my
totally safe riding the bike.
That's really cool. Now, it really is a cool thing, by the way. I have done it once. It scared me, but it shouldn't, because you always got to trust the science on this. And hey, now you know what the science is.
Exactly.
It's great stuff. All right, I'm Dan, that's Carl, and that is how you imagine it.